Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Continuing to see some low clouds lingering around the area this morning. Do expect those to gradually clear out of the area as we move over the next hour. We'll continue to see mostly cloudy weather ahead today, though should be fairly quiet outside of a very slight chance of a light sprinkle. We'll see temperatures climbing back into the 70s. We'll see winds light, and again, not expecting any significant precip outside of a sprinkle, mainly early on during the day, and then we'll see things clearing out as that area of low pressures continue to move away from the region. Seeing the current surface analysis, we can see what's left of that area of low pressure off to our east-northeast, and seeing some weak high pressure building in over and towards the local area, particularly as we get into tomorrow. Is going to set up for a really nice day and a return for some more warmer temperature back up into the 80s. Upper level winds this morning had some northwesterly winds near the surface, eventually becoming west-southwesterly in the levels above 20,000 feet. Our peak wind was 21 knots at 25,000 feet, and the freezing level was just below 13,000 feet this morning. As we take a look at the current visible satellite, we start to see some additional breaks in the cloud shield that was still lingering over the area today. And that trend will continue, particularly as we see those low clouds clearing out. We'll keep ceilings between 3,000 and 4,000 feet through our working hours today, and then by the time we get into the evening, we should have clear skies moving through the overnight and setting up for a mostly sunny day tomorrow. Looking at the high-resolution model for what we can expect as we move through the day today. Starting off this morning, as you can see, picking up on that cloud cover over the area, some light reflectivity being simulated here with that possibility of a light sprinkle, but overall nothing very impactful. Should stay mainly dry. We'll have some fairly weak winds as we move through our working hours today. As mentioned, going into the evening time frame, we see skies clearing out of the area. It's going to allow temperatures to cool down a bit, and we'll see a slight chance of maybe some patchy ground fog around the area as we move through the early morning hours of Friday. We'll start off with mostly sunny and stay sunny through the day on Friday. We will see, again, as mentioned, a return of some more westerly to southwesterly surface flow. That's going to bring in some milder temperatures, with temperatures climbing back into the mid-80s as we get through the afternoon on Friday, but things looking dry and quiet overall. As we move overnight, Friday night into Saturday will remain mainly clear, and then moving into the day on Saturday, we will see that front that we've been expecting to push through on Saturday start to approach the area and push through the area as we move through the day on Saturday. And with that, going to see some periods of increased cloud cover. We'll see those winds shifting back onshore and things cooling down back into the 70s. So we'll start off here with the European model zoomed out a bit. Starting off Saturday morning, we see that boundary push through. European model does indicate some light precip over the region, mainly more west of the local Wallops area. With that boundary pushing through, can't rule out some light sprinkles, maybe a light shower at best, but overall expecting a very minimal chance here at Wallops of seeing that activity. We will see on and off partly to mostly cloudy conditions and some slightly breezy onshore flow as well with that boundary pushing in. We'll see similar conditions moving into the day on Sunday, continuing with that slightly breezy onshore flow. We'll keep some clouds around, and we'll see a slightly better but not high chance of some light precip around, with again that continued low level moisture building in that onshore flow. As we move into next week, we'll see that boundary actually setting up and stalling what looks to be south of the area, southeast of the area at this time. And as we move into the beginning of next week, expecting mainly dry conditions, should keep that shower activity with that boundary well south of the area, and we'll start to see a warm air mass building up into the eastern part of the country. As you can see, some shower and storm activity off to our west and northwest, but do expect to remain dry through Monday as well as into Tuesday and most of the first half of next week. At least that is the way things are playing out at this time. So looking at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, we do have that orange risk for reduced ceilings this morning, as we did see those low clouds lingering around the area. Do expect some mostly cloudy conditions to continue as we gradually start to see those low clouds moving out over the next hour or so. We'll see winds out of the northwest peaking around 6 to 11 knots. Temperature will rise up to around 77 degrees for the later portion of the afternoon. So, as mentioned, mainly quiet conditions today. Very slight chance we see an isolated sprinkle around the area. Evening time, we'll see clear skies with winds turning more west-southwesterly. Fairly weak, 2 to 7 knots will allow those temperatures to cool down to around 64 degrees, and that slight chance of patchy mist around the area with those clear skies and mainly some ground fog or mist around the area. But overall, mainly clear skies. Tides still running slightly above normal, but on the trend towards normal. And as we move into the extended forecast here, as mentioned, Friday looks to be very nice, mostly sunny. Temperatures back up into the mid-80s. And then as we go into the weekend, that backdoor front pushes through slightly breezy conditions, onshore flow for Saturday and Sunday, partly to mostly cloudy conditions at times. Fairly minimal chances of any light precip around the area for Saturday and Sunday. And those temperatures holding in the mid-70s. We'll see 70s continue into next week, with pushing towards the upper 70s as we get into midweek with that warmer air mass building eastward across the country. Otherwise, just a mix of partly to mostly cloudy skies at times for our Monday and Tuesday, and then more partly cloudy as we get into the day on Wednesday. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again tomorrow at 8:15 and 10 a.m. and enjoy the rest of your day.